If you're trying to lose weight, eat healthier, or stick to your meal prep, then I'm about to make your life a whole lot easier. I'm Amy, a nutrition coach who has lost and kept off 40 pounds of fat. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can batch prep lean protein in just about 10 minutes of hands-on time so that you have it ready for your entire week. You can either use it to meal prep your meals for the week, or you can follow what I do, and I like to change it up, use the same base protein, and change up the other ingredients so that I never get bored of what I'm eating. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can batch prep some chicken for your meals. Now, I like to use my Instant Pot, but you can also use a crock pot. You can also bake it in the oven, though, to be honest, it kind of gets dry. I prefer like a boiling method or somewhere where it's more immersed in liquid so that it stays really moist. What we're gonna go ahead and do, again, I like to use chicken breast. You can use chicken tenders, chicken thighs, though chicken thighs do have quite a bit more fat, so it does drive up the calories. So if weight loss is your goal, you wanna opt for the chicken breast or chicken tenders. So let's go ahead and get this in the Instant Pot. We've already got our water in the bottom. You wanna do about a cup of water, and I'm just putting the last of the chicken breast in. Actually, I'm gonna turn that around so I can season the other side. And we are just seasoning it with some simple things so that we can keep it neutral for our recipes. So I'm just doing garlic powder, salt, and pepper. And you can either use chicken broth or water at the bottom. You just wanna make sure that if you are doing this in the Instant Pot that you do have liquid down there to keep from burning. And you can do it directly in the liquid. I use the little trivet here to keep it up just so it's easier to take out the chicken. But we're gonna go ahead and just get this seasoned and in the Instant Pot. So you wanna make sure that your Instant Pot is sealed. We're gonna go ahead and click manual. And if you have smaller pieces of chicken, you can do about 16 minutes. Mine are pretty thick, so I am going to do 18 to ensure they're cooked all the way through. And then just let it do its thing. So prepping that chicken literally took us, I don't know, less than 5 minutes. It was super simple. With, boiling, you could season the water a little bit. You can do it in chicken broth for some more flavor. And crock pot is the same. And I'll leave all these directions in the description below. And if you want more healthy recipes for meal prep, snacks, desserts, I do it all. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on anything. Our chicken is ready. It just did a slow release. So for this recipe, you can either shred it up or you can chop it into cubes. Either works well for meal prep. If you're just meal prepping this, you can obviously keep the chicken breast whole as well. Now, I have a few different tools that I use for shredding. First is going to be our easiest method is one of these shredders where you literally just put the chicken in and move it back and forth and it shreds pretty quickly with pretty low effort. You can also use claws, so taking them out and shredding them with claws. This is also a great method, pretty quick. And if you don't have any of those, little more tedious, but still works, you can shred with 2 forks. And trust me, this chicken comes out so incredibly well cooked and tender for the Instant Pot. I make this all the time, and once my husband had it from the Instant Pot, he constantly requests that I always cook the chicken in the Instant Pot because it always comes out perfectly every time. And because it is in fact easiest and most efficient, I am going to use this device to shred my chicken today. And I will leave a link to this. Oh my gosh, I gotta show you this juice. I'll show you a close-up in a second. I will leave a link to this in the description, so if you wanna grab one, or the claws, it'll be real easy for you to find. Okay, just look at how juicy this is. Look at those juices. Seriously, it's so nice and tender, perfectly cooked. All right, so I'm gonna show you how easy this is. So we're just gonna put the lid on, and doesn't matter if the chicken is hot or not, and you just turn it. It should stick to your counter, and shred it up. Sometimes you gotta move the pieces around a little bit, but you can see overall, that's pretty well shredded. For this recipe, we're going to need sweet potato, an egg, some cheese, chicken, and barbecue sauce. And I'm actually gonna add a 6th ingredient, some coleslaw as well, just to kind of volumize the dish a little bit. But this is totally optional. And we're also gonna need just a little bit of cooking spray. You can either microwave these or bake these in the oven, whatever you prefer. I'm going the more efficient and quick route to save on time, so I'm going to be microwaving these. I'm just gonna start by puncturing them and putting them in the microwave for about 5 to 7 minutes until they are super tender. So to help these potatoes cook faster, you should puncture it a few times. And 1 sweet potato is, if you have a larger one, is a great portion. If they're this size, I would say 1 portion. You would need roughly 2 small ones. I'm going to be making 2 portions, so I'm doing 4. The sweet potatoes are all stabbed and ready to go, so we can just put them on a microwavable plate. And I'm gonna start with 5 minutes and add more if they're not soft enough. So while the sweet potatoes are in the microwave, getting all nice and soft, we can shred our cheese. Obviously, if you wanna use pre-shredded, that's fine. I'm using mozzarella. This would also be delicious with cheddar. You could use Parmesan. So it's totally up to you what kind of cheese you want to use. Apparently though, fresh shredded melts better than pre-shredded, than the bags. I guess because like the bags have like these powdery agents on them to keep from sticking. And we do want to make sure our cheese is nice and melty for this. So yeah, I'm gonna shred it by hand. It's a bit more time consuming. If you have one of those shredders, I remember seeing those shredders like that were really popular over the last year that literally do it in seconds. You could definitely use those too. You could mix cheeses, so you could do a blend if you wanted to. And we're gonna need about 1/8 of a cup per serving. That looks good. I can always shred more if I need to. We can also go ahead and get our chicken prepped, and what we're just gonna do is mix it with some sugar-free barbecue sauce. Obviously, you could use a different type of sauce if you want. You don't have to use sugar-free. This one is a sweet and spicy. I really like this brand, Jihu's. I will leave a link in the description, so if you wanna check it out, you can grab some too. Also, if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button and make sure to turn on notifications because you're not gonna wanna miss out on these recipes and health and weight loss tips. We're gonna take about a cup of chicken, and 1 cup equals roughly 30 grams of protein. So between this and the cheese and the egg and all that stuff, we will have over 30 grams of protein in this. I will let you know the macros at the end, as well as put it in the description so that you know exactly what the calories and macros are, and you can always adjust to fit your own needs. So roughly a cup, and barbecue sauce to your liking. This stuff is only 10 calories per 2 tablespoons. So I would say maybe 1/8 of a cup or 1/4 of a cup, which is 4 tablespoons, maybe 3. You can kind of adjust to your needs. It's basically tomatoes, vinegar, and some spices. Highly recommend trying this stuff. Ooh, and our sweet potatoes are ready. Once your sweet potatoes are out of the oven or microwave, we are going to peel the skin off. Normally I eat the skin because it's high in nutrients and fiber, but for this recipe, we do want to take the skins off. And sweet potatoes are known as a superfood. They actually can provide 400% value of vitamin A. They're also high in manganese, magnesium, copper, and fiber. They are a great superfood. Beta carotene, of course, to help with healthy eyes. They're overall a great food to have in your diet, and they're macro friendly and taste delicious. I am going to save these skins because what I actually do with them is I actually turn them into sweet chips. I essentially put them with maple syrup and olive oil, and they go in the air fryer. I'll link the exact recipe in the description because I can't remember the exact timing and all that. Last time I made them, I wasn't paying attention. I did burn them. They do burn easily because they're really thin, but they are so delicious and good for you. And if you really wanted to, you could also just plop these in half and put your ingredients on top and not even do this whole waffle step I'm doing. I just think this is a fun twist on the recipe. So you can make it even simpler than what I'm doing already. You can omit the cheese if you're dairy-free to make this a completely dairy-free recipe. That's also an option. It won't work super well in the waffle maker, but again, you know, you can adjust this recipe really easy to meet your needs. And if you haven't checked out my other 2 recipes in this series, I highly recommend you do so because the buffalo bake and the peanut cabbage salad is so good and macro friendly, and of course high in protein, and they're only 5 ingredients. So I've got this peeled and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my bowl while I peel the other one, followed by an egg. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and mash these up. Feel free to season it to your liking at this time as well. You can add salt and pepper, you can add cinnamon, cumin, garlic, whatever kind of flavor you wanna go for with these, you can add at this time. I'm gonna just keep it simple and add some salt and pepper. So like I mentioned, you can feel free to just eat this recipe on the sweet potato, but if you want to go the extra mile and waffle it, then let's go ahead and get into that. I have a mini waffle maker here. You can use whatever size you have or want or whatever. All right, so we're just gonna spray a little tiny bit of oil just to reduce sticking. We're gonna add our cheese, and we're gonna do roughly a tablespoon on each side. So at the bottom and at the top. Okay, so we've got that in. And then we're gonna go ahead and scoop in our sweet potato mix. Maybe about 4 or 5 tablespoons. That's actually a bit much. We're gonna take some of that out. Spread it out, looks good. Should fit nicely in your waffle maker. And then we're just gonna put cheese. Spread that cheese out. And we're gonna make sure we apply some pressure. Careful of the steam that comes out. We're gonna waffle this for roughly 2 minutes, but you should check on it halfway. Not all waffle makers waffle the same. Okay, so closer to 3 minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the waffle maker to kind of stop cooking it, and looks pretty good. Got a little sticky there, but we got our waffle. And then just carefully take it out. This one slid out real easy. And the other side always looks even better. Look at that crispiness. Perfecto. Now it's time to put everything together for our final plating. I recommend heating up your chicken if it's not already warm, but it's also delicious chilled as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and take the chicken that we've already prepared and put it on top of our waffle or sweet potato. And again, this is about 44 grams of protein when put together, and roughly 400 and some calories. Specific macros will be in the description, so make sure you check that along with links to the products I use and all that good stuff. So I put some chicken, and then what I'm also gonna do for some added volume and nutrients is put some of this on top. This is great with like coleslaw as well. You could do carrots. You could do, I've had it with pickles before. Just to give the slaw some extra flavor, I am going to top it off with some more barbecue sauce. Bon appetit. Thank you for being here. I really hope you enjoyed making this recipe with me today. Make sure that if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any more healthy, delicious, and high protein recipes. I've got a lot more exciting things coming, so stay tuned. Thanks, and see you next time.